Well, good morning and welcome we're here in Thompson Falls, Montana. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes of Owls here from Thompson Falls. And the 2021 Divisional Volleyball Tournament as the Valkyries getting ready to take on the Anaconda Lady Copperheads here from Thompson Falls. The first match already completed, Thompson Falls 3-0 sweep of Loyola. So the Valkyries here, and pregame brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods for all your grocery needs, including an amazing bakery and deli. 8111 Highway 35 in Bigfork, Montana, 837-5010. And didn't have a chance to talk with Ariel Stalneck, busy getting here late in travel, but however, for the pregame and a special pregame for later on or tomorrow with the seniors, interviewing them. But with me today and talking about the Valkyries, their season is the athletic director for Bigfork High School, Mr. Matt Provecchio. So good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, James. Thanks for having me on. You're stuck with me. You had to dig the bottom of the bucket.
No, it's good. I mean, you see a lot of sports, obviously, with being the athletic director at Bigfork High School. Talk about the Valkyries. Pretty much a up and down season. Finished second overall, but had a hard go with it, having to play Eureka two more times in the district tournament, and are the third seed.
That's right. It's I think everybody, if you watch sports, it's always said, it's tough to play a team 3 times. We got a chance to play Eureka 4 times. That's a good team, well coached, and I think our kids were battling pretty hard, and they were pretty tired there at the end, but they played well. They played well.
Well, yeah, in district, they took care of Eureka during the regular season. Up there, they beat them 3-2. I was at that one. And then at home, they beat them 3-1.
That's right.
And then the first part of the district, they beat them 3-1. But that fourth one, after playing Thompson Falls in the morning and losing to Thompson Falls, we took a game from Thompson Falls, lost 3-1. But had to come back right away. So, a little bit legs and recover.
Yeah, they've been a fun team to watch, though. I tell you what you see is just a ton of potential. You can see how much work they've put in, and as well as I do, James, working the lines. Boy, we've got a great team. They hit the heck out of the ball, and when they're clicking, I think they'll be a tough matchup for any team.
Yeah, Florence, obviously one of the top tiers. I think they've only lost once all season out of 6B, but they're on the other side of the bracket from us.
Yep.
Here, if we could take care of business here, we would face us against Thompson Falls again. And like you said earlier, it's really hard to beat a team that many times in one season.
Yep.
And we have the capability to play with Thompson Falls. We've played them tough. The girls, setting, spiking, and doing all things. When they get on a roll, they're really fun and really impressive to watch, both at home and on the road, as I have had a chance to do all season long.
Yep. I don't think there's many teams that are going to want to see us in this tournament, any tournament. I just really am impressed with how the teams come together and their skills and how they've progressed over the past couple of years. And Coach Stalneck's work with them, they're looking real good. They're looking real good.
Well, and if you look back to the JV, I think the JV's only lost like once all season, and those are up-and-comer players, and some of these are being brought up to play, including the freshman, Davey, who's filled in, Ava Davey as well. But a lot of Inga Turner, the Sari twins when they're on, Mackenzie Holton always serves well. Callie Martins.
Yep.
I mean, just a lot. We only losing 4 seniors, so good looking forward as well to next year.
It'll be tough to lose. It'll be tough to lose those 4, but I'll tell you what, it's nice to see the kids that they've helped bring up behind them. Because I know they've been leaders on this team and helped with the progression of those underclassmen. So it'll be fun to see.
Well, we lose, obviously, Callie Martins, who's a pivotal, libero, and just a really steady, solid player that you need. The Sari twins, and then Mackenzie Holton, who's another good setter, another good server. So when they're on serving and they're passing the ball well, setting each other up, I think they're just an absolute dangerous team, I would say, here, and we'll see how they can do, how they come out. I mean, they played Anaconda down there. That was early in the season, went on that road trip, had to travel all the way down there, play them in the morning, and I believe that we lost 3-0 in that one, and then came and played Dare Lodge after that, and the Deer Lodge match. Oh, man, I think it was a third or fourth set went like 34-32, so and that was a lot of fun volleyball to actually watch.
I mean, we're watching it right now warming up. They can hit. They'll hit the skin off that volleyball. I mean, it's impressive to see. As
Coach Stalneck says, just keep swinging, and when they do, they can pound. I mean, all of those girls can just absolutely pound down.
To watch.
You know what's really fun? The one I see that has really made probably most improved, Ellie Jort.
Oh, yeah.
I've watched her all year from last year, her growth. I mean, being able to block and spike and really play
a solid all-around player. Front row,
she's
back
really
row.
Stepped up this year. So.
Yep. It's a fun group and a well-dispersed group, like you said. Underclassmen, upperclassmen, they play well together, and they've been fun to watch this year. You know, I just wish them the best and hope they have a good, strong tournament and represent well.
Well, Matt, that'll wrap up the pregame show brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Food. Again, thank you for joining me on, being able to talk to you. Had a chance to talk with Ariel, but it's always fun talking with you. You know, we had a nice long road trip to Glasgow,
Montana.
Glasgow last week. As we'll bring the Vikings again to you on Saturday at 1 o'clock from Townsend. Pregame about 12:30. I'm going to have an interview, a special interview. I won't tell you who it is. I had the seniors last week and the head coach. That was a lot of fun, interviewing those seniors and talking to them. And this week we'll do volleyball here at the Divisionals. We'll head over to Helena and then stay the night, and then we'll have Townsend on Saturday. So a lot of action on the BFSD Events Network for both the Valkyries and the Vikings. And it's always fun.
Fun time of year.
Always fun traveling with you, Matt. Thank you for joining me here on the pregame show.
Thanks for all you do.
All right.
Take care, James.
All right, that was Matt Pravecchio, the athletic director for Bigfork High School, joining me on the pregame show here from Thompson Falls. We'll get underway. I'll be back here in about 30 seconds or so. I'll give you the starting lineups for both Anaconda and the Lady Copperheads taking on the Bigfork Valkyries here from Thompson Falls, Montana. The 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament here from Thompson Falls. All right, welcome back to Thompson Falls, the Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. As the Valkyries get ready to take on the Lady Copperheads of Anaconda here from Thompson Falls. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows here from Thompson Falls. 406-270-7384. Just text me. Let me know you're listening out there. I'll give you a shout-out here on the BFSD Network. And here, the starting lineups brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. First of all, for the Lady Copperheads of Anaconda. You'll take a look at those. Number 0 is a 5'2" defensive specialist, a senior, Kara DeMorris. A 5'6" senior outside hitter, number 1, Sammy Johnson. At 5'4", the libero senior, number 3, Malia Harris. Outside hitter, junior at 5'8", number 4, Allie Courtwright. At 5'11", middle blocker, senior, number 10, Peyton Bailey. A 5'7", senior outside hitter, number 17, Alyssa Peterson. And finally, the setter, a 5'8" sophomore, number 22, McKenna Patrick. Really good basketball player, too. Has seen her last year as well. So that's the starting lineups for head coach Corey Rivers, assisted by Ashley Ofus and Molly Huber. That's Anaconda's lineup for the Valkyries. Middle blocker, junior, 5'10", number 1, Inga Turner. Defensive specialist, 5'4", getting the start today. Sophomore, number 4, Tessa Troyer. At opposite side hitter, 5'7", junior, number 5, Ellie Jort. The setter, starting, 5'5", junior, number 6, Jessa Newton. Outside hitter at 5'7", a junior, number 8, Zoe Albert. Middle blocker, a 5'7" senior, number 9, Alexis Sari. And the captain, the libero, at 5'7", senior, number 88, Callie Martins. Head coach Ariel Stalneck, assisted by Josh Feller and also Roxanne Reed. Getting ready, Valkyries serving and getting ready to get underway here. And Northwestern Energy. Team members have a tradition of dedicated service and are committed to providing the highest quality customer service possible. When you need service, Northwestern Energy workers will be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Northwestern Energy teams members are proud to keep Montana energized. Northwestern Energy, energy for Montana. Proud sponsors of Montana High School Association Athletics, the Northwestern Energy. All right, we're back here with first serve here from from Thompson Falls, Montana, as the Anaconda Lady Copperheads are taking on the Bigfork Valkyries here in the 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. And I'll be back here momentarily. Once again, 406-270-7384 if you can hear me out there. How are things sounding? Make sure you're catching me on the broadcast. Be right back here from Thompson Falls. All right, we're back here in Thompson Falls. The second match of the day, 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament, as the Valkyries and the Lady Copperheads getting introduced here in Thompson Falls.
5'5" number 6, Jessa Newton. 5'11" senior, number 10, Peyton Bailey. 5'7" junior, number 8, Zoe Albert. 5'7" senior, number 15,
and both teams being introduced. We already did the anthem before the first match of the day. And if you didn't hear that, it was Thompson Falls taking care of business 3-0 against Loyola. So the winner of this match will take on Thompson Falls tonight at 5. The loser heads to a 10 a.m. matchup tomorrow morning against the Loyola Heartbreakers. So we're ready to get underway with first serve.
The Valkyries are coached by Ariel Stalneck, Josh Feller, and Roxanne Reed.
Here from Thompson Falls. glad you could join us today. If you couldn't make it here early on a Thursday.
Stockman Bank, the title sponsor of the MHSA Stockman Bank Sportsmanship Program, reminds you that your admission to this event.
And depending on how the Valkyries come out strong. Coach Stolnick talks about this all the time. First to 5, first to 10, first to 15, 20, and 25. They can get things done like that. They'll be just fine today. They played Anaconda, but that was a long time ago. That was back in the first part of September. So with that, they'll take them on again, and maybe hopefully a different result. Let's see how they come out today against the Lady Copperheads here from Thompson Falls, Montana. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikings and Vals. 406-270-7384. Text me. Let me know you're listening out there. I appreciate that. Looks like Chase Jorgensen listening from work in Ferndale. A big shout out to Jessa. And see who has first serve as they're checking the lineups here. And looks like the Lady Copperheads will get first serve. We'll get underway here with volleyball action from Thompson Falls. And serving is number 3, Malia Harris. Service over, dug out by Troyer. Newton going to set up, and a spike by Zoe Albert over the right side and out. So it'll be a point for Anaconda. And Harris to serve again. Service on the way. Troyer digs it out. Newton sets up. Martin's shot from the back is long, and 2-0 here. Starting lineups brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. 2-0 on your UPS store scoreboard. Service, Troyer. Newton digs it out. Zoe Albert, block. Set down, dug out by, and put across by Johnson. Newton. Short shot just long on the spike. Set up by Newton and out of bounds. It's 3-0 the Lady Copperheads. And Malia Harris continues to serve. Harris dug out by Albert. Newton going to set up Albert. Albert backcourt. Dug out by Zero DeMaros. And tipped by, on the spike there by 22, McKenna Patrick. And tipped off a Bigfork, so point for Anaconda, 4-0 early. Harris's serve, dug out by Troyer. Newton. Martins gets it across. Dug about the barrel. Harris. Cross, spike down, and spiked out of bounds by number 1, Sammy Johnson. So it'll be a side out and a point for Bigfork. And Mackenzie Holton checking in for Bigfork, along with number 10 is Ariana. And Holton to serve. Service across. Dug out by 1, Johnson. Set up. 1 gets it across. Newton. Over and spiked down by Zoe Albert. Down the line over the heads and in as a nice set there by Newton to Zoe Albert. Point for Bigfork, 4-2. Here, I have to get these names down as I'm going. I know Bigfork. Holton serving. Across. Dug out by DeMoros. Setter. McKenna Patrick. She sets up number 10, Peyton Bailey. Peyton Bailey down the middle, spikes it. And a point side out for Anaconda, 5-2 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And serving, number 22, McKenna Patrick. Deep serve, Martins. Mackenzie Holton, back set. Zoe Albert back out to Patrick. Set up, spike there down the line by Peterson. Up, and 2 hits called on Bigfork. So point for Anaconda, 6-2. Serving is Patrick. Patrick serve on the way. Martins. Double hit, or a lift, if you will, by Martins. And Bigfork will take a timeout here early. 7-2 here on your Flathead Lakes Lodge scoreboard in the first game, best of 5 here from Thompson Falls, Montana. I'll be back with more of the first game here from Thompson Falls. All right, we're back here in Thompson Falls, and Team TJ went at State Farm. Heather Hallett and the gang listening out there. And Bigfork needs to get a side out, get things going here. And Patrick to serve again for Anaconda, up 7-2 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Service dug out by Troyer. Holton's going to set up, and a spike down. Nice spike there by Inga Turner, and a beautiful set by Mackenzie Holton. And the Valkyries will get the side out. And number 3 in for Bigfork, Isabella Ellison. And Zoe Albert to serve, 7-3. Albert, service, dug out by the libero, Leah Harris. Set up by Patrick. Spiked across by, and set up. Oh, a nice off the tip. A nice spike just in the ball game. Ellison off the tip of Anaconda. Trying to get the going. So a point for Bigfork, down 7-4. And Albert continues to serve for the Valkyries. Service across. Nice serve. Dug out by Anaconda. Patrick trying to get it across. Inga Turner, but Anaconda's number 10, Bailey, trying to go get it. Goes under the net. So it'll be a point for Bigfork. And they're down 5-7 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. So Albert to serve. Continue to serve for the Valkyries here early in the first of best of 5. Zoe Albert across, dug out by DeMaros, set up by Patrick. Patrick outside, and they're going to call 2 hits on Patrick on the set. As she was trying to set up Johnson, and a point for Bigfork. And the Valkyries back within 1 here in the first game. And Albert continues to serve for Bigfork. Service, nice serve. Dug out by Johnson. Over Peterson. Patrick gets it across. Oh, a nice set. Spiked down by Turner, but dug out by DeMaros. Cross Peterson, blocked there by Turner and Ellison. And Anaconda can't get it across, and we're tied at 7. Albert serving for the Valkyries. Drops it across, hits the net, and drops in. And the Valkyries take their first lead at 8-7 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard, with Albert serving for the Valkyries. Nice serve, dug out by Johnson into the stands on the tip. It'll be a point for Bigfork at 9-7. So the Valkyries down early, fighting back, getting in their groove. And Albert to serve. Zoe Albert, across the net, just drops in again as a libero. Harris tries to dig it out for Anaconda, and it drops down. Point for Bigfork. They're up by a field goal, 10-7. Albert serving, deep serve, and out off the sideline. It'll be side out to Anaconda. And checking in, number 25, Mania Lunsford. And serving, it'll be Sammy Johnson for Anaconda. Johnson. Martins digs it out. Ellison setting up. Spike there by Turner. Hits it, but gets it to fall. And a point. For Bigfork. And side out, 11-8. Turner to serve. Turner serve deep. Dug out by Harris. Patrick. Spiked by Peterson. Peterson's off the block of Sari, and it drops in on the Bigfork side. Point side out for Anaconda. And Bailey to serve. And trailing by 2, 11-9 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. Deep serve and out by Bailey. So a point for Bigfork side out. Ellie Jort checking back in along with Tessa Newton. And Newton will serve for Bigfork here in the first. Newton serve on the way. Dug out by Johnson. Patrick Sets up Lunsford. Lunsford gets it across. Jort gets it back across. And off the block of number 4, Courtright. It drops in the middle on Bigfork's side. Side out point to Anaconda. And Peterson to serve for the Lady Copperheads. Newton going to set up. Jort will just get it across. Dug out there by Courtright, setting up Lunsford. Lunsford dug out by Martins. Ellison, Jort gets it back court to Johnson, digs it out. Patrick. And dropping it across is Courtright. And a point for Anaconda as Bigfork leads 12-11. Peterson serving from the left side for Anaconda. Deep serve, Martins. Newton. They set up Sorry spikes it and out of bounds off of Harris of Anaconda. Side out point for Bigfork. And number 2, Larkin Golly in the lineup for Anaconda. Ellison to serve. Lunsford digs it out. Golly. Lunsford tips it across. Dug out by Sorry. Newton. Backcourt. Martin's going to spike it across off of Johnson. Golly. And they're going to call a double hit there by Golly. And point to Bigfork, 14-11. They go to 25, except the last set they go to 15. And Ellison's serve is in, dug out by Harris. Over to Golly. Golly set it up. Patrick spiking it. Jort going to set up. Sorry. Nice spike. And a nice set by Jort in the back right corner. And a point for Bigfork, 15-11. And lead by 4 now on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Ellison to serve, left side, back deep, dug out by Harris. And got into the body, is going to call a lift. And 16-11 now on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Here from Thompson Falls. Ellison to serve. Deep serve, over the end line, out by about 8 inches. And side out to Anaconda. And returning Tessa Troyer for Bigfork as they lead 16-12. Lunsford to serve. Martins will dig it out. Newton looking to set up Zoe Albert. Albert down the line. The spike is good by Zoe. And Bigfork gets the side out as number 1, Turner, comes back in. And Martins to serve up 17-12 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Martins gets it across. Harris digs it out. Golly outside, setting up Johnson. Johnson blocked. Turner and Jort on the block. 18-12 Bigfork. And the Lady Copperheads will take a timeout here as the Valkyries lead 18-12 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard here from Thompson Falls, Montana. I'll be back with more of game number 1 of the best of 5 here from Thompson Falls. All right, we're back here in Thompson Falls as Callie Martins continues to serve for the Valkyries, and they're up 18-12 in this first game. And best of 5 against the Lady Copperheads. Martins serve on the way, dug out by Harris. Golly going to set up, and they're calling a double hit on Anaconda. And it'll be point for Bigfork, 19-12. Martins to serve, serves it deep. Harris, Golly, looking to set up. Patrick, dug out by Troyer. Martins going to set up Zoe. Zoe Albert down the line. Golly gets it up. Harris, spiked across, dug out by Newton. Jort. Troyer to knock it across for Bigfork. Golly, Harris trying to set up Johnson. Johnson gets it across. Jort digs it out across. Dug out by Johnson. Golly gets it across to Bigfork. Troyer. Newton going to set up Jort. Jort spiking for the back. Off the block, and it actually drops in. So a point for Bigfork, off of Patrick, and a nice job by Ellie Jort for the Valkyries. They're up by 8, 20-12 on your flathead leg lodge scoreboard. Martins continues to serve. Nice serve, dug out by DeMaros, but Golly can't get it across, and a lift, and point for Bigfork, 21-12. Martins serving. Gets it across, nice serve, dug out. Oh, spiked by Zoe Albert as Anaconda Patrick. Dug out by Newton. Jort looking up to set up Albert. Albert down the line, off the tip. Yep. And off of Anaconda, out of bounds. It is point for Bigfork. Yes, it did. That official got it right. It was tipped off the block. 22-12, up by 10 is Bigfork. And here comes Martins with a serve. Nice serve by Callie. Dug out by Harris. Golly setting it up far side. Johnson off the block of Jort and falls on Bigfork's side, so side out. Point for Anaconda. 22-13 on your flathead leg lodge scoreboard. And Harris to serve for Anaconda. Harris serve. Dug out by Troyer. Nice job by Troyer. Newton setting up Turner. Turner spike off the block. Going to go in the stands. And point for Bigfork. But a nice dig by Tessa Troyer on the spike by Anaconda. And Newton sets it up, and Inga Turner finishes it. That'll be Holton and Ariana. Sorry, back in for Bigfork. Up 23-13, up by 10 here in the first. Service, oh, just as it's the net and doesn't quite get across for Holton. Side out to Anaconda. And Peterson back in for the Lady Copperheads. Patrick to serve. Service. She returns the favor and puts it into the net. And game point here in the first as Ellison will come in for Troyer. 24-14, Zoe Albert to serve for the first game here for the Valkyries. Zoe Albert, service down. Dug out by Patrick, setting it across, dug out by Ellison. Sorry. Off the tip of Patrick by Ariana, sorry. And that is the first game for Bigfork as they win this one 25-14. And they'll switch sides here in Thompson Falls, Montana, as the Valkyries take game number 1 in best of 5. I'll be back with the second game here from Thompson Falls, Montana. 406-270-7384. If you're listening out there, I'll be back momentarily. All right, welcome back to Thompson Falls, Montana. James LaFontaine with you. Hey, the Valkyries take the first one, 25-14. Got off to a slow start, but got in their rhythm, and they going here in game number 2. And looks like the same starters. Getting ready to go here. Look for Anaconda. Looks like 1 Johnson, 10 Bailey, 17 Peterson, 25 Lunsford in there. But I think the libero will replace here Patrick in there along with Ariana Sari. Bigfork with the serve here in the second one, and they'll get underway. Nice serve. Dug out by Johnson. Patrick Peterson wants to get it across. Holton, Sari, setting up. Zoe Albert dug out by Patrick. Cross Turner. Turner gets setting up, dips it across, and that'll go out of bounds on the tip. And a good hustle there by Johnson for Anaconda, trying to get it. And Sari dropping it across for the first point. And Holton to serve for Bigfork. Service off the side of her hand, out of bounds, up the left side, and side out to Anaconda. We're tied at 1 apiece here on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And out of bounds, a point to Bigfork on the side out, and the tip. A nice job by Zoe. Ellison will come in for Troyer. And Zoe to serve for Bigfork. Albert, service. Mishits that one. You can hear it from here, and doesn't get it across the net. Side out to Anaconda. And number 8, King will come in for the Lady Copperheads. Serving. Number 10 is Bailey. Dug out there by Zoe. Across to Anaconda. Spiking it and out of bounds on the spike by 17, Peterson. And Bigfork with the side out and point. Inga Turner to serve. Alexis Sari in the ballgame for Bigfork. Turner serve. Off. King tried to dig out his Anaconda. They're not going to get it across the net, but a nice try there by Johnson as they hit it off the back end line. And 4-2 Bigfork leads. Turner continues to serve for Bigfork. Deep, dug out by Johnson. Harris, Lunsford, dug out by Turner. Backcourt, Zoe Albert spikes it. Johnson saves it. Patrick. And a double hit called on Anaconda. And Bigfork with the point, 5-2 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Turner to serve. Deep serve. Harris. Patrick going to set up. Spike down. Dugout by Turner. Saved by Bigfork. Will they get it across? And Ellison can't quite get it. Zoe makes a nice attempt on the far side. Ellison hits it short. Side out to Anaconda and a point, 5-3 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Peterson to serve. Service across, and that'll be out of bounds. So side out to Bigfork and a point at 6-4. Newton and Jort coming back. And checking in, number 13, Cadence Lunsford for Anaconda. So Newton to serve for Bigfork, making sure the substitutions here are the official. 6-3 Bigfork leads, and service by Newton. Dug out by Harris for Anaconda. Patrick going to set up Lunsford. Lunsford spiked about. Martins. Newton back corner off the tip. And a nice job by Newton as Anaconda snuck forward and out of bounds off of Anaconda, and a point for Bigfork, 7-3. So a smart play there by Jessa Newton, and she'll continue to serve for the Valkyries. Serves it across. Harris. Patrick looking to set up. Lunsford spikes it across. Dug out by Martins. Newton going to set it up. Across is Ellison for Bigfork. Dug out by Anaconda. Patrick setting up, and that's a double hit. She basically grabbed it as King and tried to push it across, and that's a push. 8-3 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Newton, nice serve, dug out by Harris. Patrick, back set to Lunsford. Lunsford spikes it. Off the block, drops in front of Jort as she dives on it, and side out to Anaconda. And Courtright will come back for the Lady Copperheads, and serving is Mania Lunsford, number 25 for Anaconda. Service, dug out by Martins. Newton, back set to Ellison. And a double hit there on Newton. So point for Lady Copperheads 8-5 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Deep, Martin digs it out. Newton, back set, cross, dug out by Albert. Martins, back, dug out by Harris. Patrick, Lunsford spikes it across, dug out by Albert. Newton, get a back set, Jordan the spike, spikes it into the net. And on the Bigfork side, point for Anaconda, 8-7 now. Lady Cop, Jort off the spike. Ellison. And King comes across, and Newton can't quite handle it. And we're tied at 8 apiece on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Lunsford continues to serve. Zoe Albert digs it out. Spike. Oh, a nice job as Newton sets up Alexis and Sari spikes it down in the back side as DeMaros comes back in for the Lady Copperheads, and the Valkyries get a side out 9-8 now on your Flathead Lake Loud scoreboard. Ellison from the left side serves it up, dug out by Bigfork, and down on a nice Copperhead side, and 10-8. Ellison serving from the left side. Ellison serve, nice serve, dug out by 13 Lunsford. Cross spike there by Harris. We got Albert on the spike. Back court, dug out by DeMaros. Patrick setting up King. Dug out by Ellison. Newton. Martin gets it back across on the third set. DeMaros setting up Patrick. Nice serve, dug out by DeMaros. Patrick, back set. And Courtright into the net again. And a point for Bigfork, 12-8 here in the second game. Best of 5 here from the Divisional Volleyball Tournament. Ellison serve, dug out by Harris. Patrick going to set up Courtright. Courtright just gets it across, dug out by Ellison, and can't quite get it across. Nobody at the net to dig it out. Drops on the Bigfork side and side out to Anaconda as Courtright, check that for Bigfork. Troyer back in, serving as Harris. Dug out by Newton. Going to get set by and spiked down on the far side there is Anaconda Patrick. And a point for them, 12-10. And Alexis can't get it across the net. And point for Anaconda, 12-11 on your Flathead Lake Live scoreboard. Harris, deep, and out as they let it go. And side out to Bigfork. Inga Turner back in for the Valkyries. And Martin's the Valkyries, 14-11. Martin serve, dug out by Harris. Up to the net. Dug out. Jort setting up Zoe Albert. Albert blocked. Dug out by Jort. Troyer. Jort will get it across. Dug out by Harris. Patrick setting up. Blocked. Inga Turner on the block on the spike by Bailey. And a point for Bigfork, 15-11 on your Flathead Lake Live scoreboard. On the set by Newton. Can't get it across, and side out to Anaconda. And Peterson will come in for Cadence Lunsford. And serving will be McKenna Patrick, 16-12 on the scoreboard. Patrick served, duck out by Martins. Jessen Newton. Martins will get the third one across, spikes it out. Harris, Patrick, back set to Peterson. Dug out by Newton. Jort going to set up, spike. And off the hand of Harris on the spike by Zoe Albert. Side out to Bigfork, 17-12 on the Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Holt setting up. Peterson down the edge off the spike. Protected block attempt off the block of Bigfork. And side out to Anaconda, 17-13. And Sammy Johnson back in for Anaconda as they trail by 4. And she'll serve from the middle of the court for the Lady Copperheads. Gets it across. Dug out by Martins. Holton. Zoe on the spike. And blocked down by Lunsford for Anaconda. And a point for the Lady Copperheads, 17-14. And Johnson to serve. Johnson. Dug out by Troyer. Holton tries to get it across. Dug about Zoe Albert. Setting up, Inga Turner, blocked. Turner digs it out. Holton, Martins on the backcourt. Into the net for Bigfork. And a point for Anaconda. 17-15 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Johnson continues to serve for the Lady Copperheads. Gets it across. Martins. Mackenzie Holton setting up. Turner on the block. Off the block there of Bailey. And Peterson drops on the Anaconda side. Point side out to Bigfork. Ellison back in for the Valkyries. And Zoe Albert to serve for Bigfork. Albert service. Dug out by Harris. And that'll be out of bounds. And a point for Bigfork. As Holton watches it drop out of bounds. It was really close. She's smiling out there. And Zoe Albert to serve, 15-19. Albert serve. Dug out by Lunsford. Patrick spiked down by Turner into the net, but Harris digs it out. Spike by Inga Turner. Patrick going to set up. Lunsford tries to get across. Can't get it across the net as it rolls down the net on the Anaconda side and goes out. 20-15 now here in game number 2. And Zoe Albert continued to serve for Bigfork. Serves it deep. Harris digs it out. Peterson. They got to get it across. Dug out by Holton. Backcourt. Dug out by Harris. Patrick setting up Lunsford. Lunsford on the spike. Dug out by Ellison. Holton. And they're going to call a double hit on Holton. So side out to Anaconda. And a point at 20-16. And King coming in for the Lady Copperheads. And serving is Bailey. Bailey's service. And just in front, Martins can't quite dig it out. 20-17. The Valkyries need to finish. Get a side out. Harris. Martins. As the serve drops short. And dug out right to Anaconda. They spike it down, and they pull within one at 20-19. So the Valkyries trying to finish this one off. 20-19 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard here. Oh, we're back right here. Valkyries up by 1. Need a side out here desperately to slow down the momentum of Anaconda as they've been fighting this one back. And number 10, Peyton Bailey serving for the Lady Copperheads as they trail by 1. Bailey service dug out by Martin. Holton setting up Inga Turner. Dug out by Zoe Albert. Spike by dug out by Johnson. Patrick Lunsford. And drops in past Albert. Albert diving, try to get that one. And Anaconda takes the lead back 21-20 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Bailey continues to serve for Anaconda. Need a side out here. Zoe Albert. And Lunsford drops it down as Alberts basically sets her up on the Anaconda side. They're up by 2. Bailey. Get it set up. Ellison got to get it across. Can't get it across. And the Valkyries trail by 3. And Coach Stallneck will take a timeout as they've let Anaconda go on a roll. Can't quite figure out Bailey's service and get that first one set so they can set it up and spike it here in this second game. Out early, they need to finish that off to take a 2-0. Bailey continues to serve for Anaconda. Bigfork right here needs a big play by somebody to step up and get a side out here in the second best of 5 as the Valkyries lead 1-0, winning the first one. Martins set it up. Inga Turner spikes it down, and that's what we needed. So Martin digs it out. Holton sets it up. And Inga Turner spikes it down in the middle of the court And side out to Bigfork at 21-23, and Turner to serve. As Alexis Sari back in. Service, dug out by Lunsford. Peterson, got to get it across. Back, dug out by Ellison. And Alexis Sari goes down hard. Looks like she twisted her ankle there as she landed wrong. And Sari on the floor for Bigfork. We're going to hold on here as she twisted her ankle, and we'll see that'll be a big loss if Alexis Sari can't go. She landed wrong. And Ava Davey, this freshman, will have to come in for Sari, who landed wrong on and that left ankle, twisted it, going up for Bigfork. Luckily, we have our trainer here, Lauren, to help out. And Davey will check in. So Davey in, they're giving the point to 18 in the game. Cadence Lumford to serve. Game point for Anaconda, 24-21. Martins setting up, spiking off the block, down and out of bounds. A nice job by Ariana Sari for Bigfork. 22-24, they're fighting back. Newton serve across, into the net at game point, gives it to Anaconda, and they win that one too. And I think Bigfork let that one get away. Thompson falls, and Lauren taping up the ankle. We'll see if Alexis Sari can even go. Otherwise, best of 7 here in the Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. All right, welcome back here in Thompson Falls. And Davey's out there. Lauren looks like taped up the ankle of Alexis Sari. We'll see if she can go here in this third game, an all-important game for momentum. And same starters for Anaconda here in the third. The change for Bigfork will be Ava Davey. And she'll go out as libero will come in. So Newton, Short, Turner, Zoe Albert, Tessa Troyer, and Martins. And service to Anaconda from the left side is Johnson here in game number 3. We're tied at 1 apiece. 0 here in the third game. 406-270-7384. Text me. I'll give you a shout out. Service Johnson goes today. And point side out to Bigfork. We're tied at 1 apiece. And waiting for substitutions. So Holton comes in along with Ariana Sari, and Holton to serve. We're tied at 1 apiece. Some confusion on the Anaconda side. Anaconda getting lined up how they're supposed to be here. Connection keeps cutting out. Yeah, we're here sometimes. Sorry about that, Heather. We're tied at 1 apiece as Anaconda's getting where their lineup should be. Here from Thompson Falls. And they're making sure Anaconda how they should be lined up. All right, we're ready to go now, and Mackenzie Holton to serve for Bigfork as they got this straightened out in the rotation for Anaconda. Holton serve. Harris digs it out. Patrick dips it across. And 4 hits on Bigfork. So side out point for Anaconda. King will come in. And number 10, Peyton Baylor in the last one. Let's see if they can check it. Dug out by Zoe Albert. Holton. And a spike off the block by Inga Turner. So a better result this game. And side out to Bigfork 2-1 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And Ellison will come in for the Valkyries. Zoe Albert to serve for Bigfork. Service deep. Dug out by Johnson. Patrick setting up Peterson. Cross court. Dug out by Holton. Not side out, 3-2 as Zoe Albert will continue to serve for the Valkyries. Service by Albert. Deep. Dug out by Lunsford. Patrick going to set up Lunsford. Lunsford on spike. Dug out by Albert. Holton going to set up Martins. Martin with a nice spike. Ellison on the return. Holton. And spiking it down. Dropping it across the net. Nice job by Inga Turner. And the Valkyries lead 4-2 now on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And Zoe continuing to serve for the Valkyries. Lunsford off her hand as he serves it down the line. And a point 5-2 for Bigfork. Albert continues to serve. Nice serve. Lunsford digs it out. Patrick going to set up Lunsford. Lunsford on the spike. Off the block of Bigfork. Out of bounds. Off of Ariana Sari. And side out to Anaconda. 5-3 now on the scoreboard. And serving is Peterson for the Lady Copperheads. Peterson back deep. Zoe Albert. Martins digs it out. Oh, and Ellison lets it drop on the Bigfork side. Point for Anaconda. 5-4. As Bigfork tries to dig it out. And Peterson to serve. Peterson. Crossed. Martins digs it out. Going to set up. And Sari just long as the ball goes into the foyer. And a point, we're tied at 5 apiece. So Peterson to serve, left side for Anaconda. Service deep, dug out by Ellison. Martins is set up. Call a double hit on Bigfork. As he tries to set up Turner. And the Lady Copperheads up 6-5. Peterson to serve. Deep serve. And service goes out of bounds. We're tied at 6. And Golly comes in for Anaconda. Turner. Ava Davey in for Bigfork. Turner to serve for the Valkyries. Service deep. Lunsford. Golly sets up Patrick. Patrick on the spike. Down the line and good. In on the Bigfork side. At a point for the Lady Copperheads. They lead 7-6. And the libero, Martins, comes back in for the Bigfork. And 6-7 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Lunsford dug out by Callie. Martins. Holton. Off the tip. Zoe Albert cross court. And off of Patrick out of bounds. And side out, we're tied at 7 here on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. In substitutions, it'll be Ellie Jort coming back in along with Jessa Newton. Newton to serve for the Valkyries. We're tied at 7. Anaconda. And Bailey will come in. The libero. Harris to serve. Up 8-7 is Anaconda. Harris serve. Martins. Newton. Ellison gets it across. Dug out by Harris. Golly going to set up Bailey. Dug out by Zoe Albert. Martins.
Come on, girls, you got to talk. Let's go, girls.
And 9-7 Anaconda on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And serving is Harris for Anaconda. Harris dug out by Albert. Newton going to set up and spike there by Jort. Nice spike. Dug out by King for Anaconda. And off the hands of Bigfork. Out of bounds. And 10-7. And Stallneck will take a timeout. 10-7. The Anaconda Lady Copperheads lead on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. I'll be back here from Thompson Falls, Montana. The Valkyries and Lady Copperheads tied at 1 game apiece and trail 10-7 in the third. 406-270-7384. Let me know if you can still hear me out there. Heather Howard, just give me a shout out if you're catching this. Appreciate that. So the winner of this will take on loser in a loser out action. Will take on Loyola. Spike and blocked down by Bailey, and a point for Anaconda. Bigfork needs to step up, make a big play here. Somebody does. Harris dug out by Martins. Off the net, drops on Bigfork's side. And 12-7 now on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. To get it across, dug out, I believe, was King for Anaconda. Drops it on Bigfork's side. Down by 6, 13-7 now. Anaconda leads here in the third. Deep by Harris. Martins will dig it out. Newton, back set, Ellison. Ellison on the spike, drops it in the middle of the court. And that's what the Valkyries needed. They get the side out, trailing by 5, 8-13. And Ellison from the left side will serve for Bigfork. Spike dug out by Ellison. Jort going to set up Zoe Albert. Albert on the line, dug out by Golly. Harris. Patrick to put it across. Ellison setting up Newton. Newton back set. Dug out by Anaconda. Harris. And Ellison continues to serve. Ellison serves. Dug out by the libero Harris. Golly. King's got to get it across. Martins setting up Newton. Newton. They set up Albert. Albert spikes it, but hits it deep as she swings a little bit long. Troyer will come in for Ellison for Bigfork. And Peterson in for Golly for, and 14-9 as Patrick will serve. Needs side out for Bigfork. Patrick serve, dug out by Martins. Newton going to set up Davey. Davey blocked at the net by King and Bailey. And point for Anaconda, 15-9 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. So Patrick serving. That one's going to go out of bounds. And good job by Troyer letting that one go up the left side. on Bigfork's right side. And side out point for Bigfork, down by 5, 10-5. And Martins to serve. Serving. Dug out by Harris. Patrick setting up Peterson. The block. Martin digs it out. Zoe Albert into the net for Bigfork. And a point for Anaconda. Lunsford back in, along with Johnson for Anaconda. And Johnson is served. They are up by 6, 16-10 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And Johnson to serve. Bigfork needs a side out here. Troyer, Newton. Troyer's shot was in the net. Newton tried to dig it out, couldn't quite get there. And point for Anaconda. So Bigfork will take their last time out here in the third game as they trail by 10. 10-17, can't quite get the momentum going. Will get the side out, get 1 point, but can't get it going, and they need that on their side here, fighting back in the third set here from Thompson Falls. I'll be back with more of game number 3. And Johnson continue to serve. Bigfork needs a side out here. 11-17 as Mackenzie Holton coming in to serve. And Ariana Saria as well for Bigfork. And Holton serve. Nice serve to Lunsford. Digs it out. Patrick back to Lunsford. Lunsford will get it across. Dug out by Albert. Holton going to set up Albert. Albert on the spike. Off of Johnson. Patrick. Harris just got to get it across for Anaconda. Troyer digs it out. Setting up Turner. Troyer digs it out. Back, going to set it up. Off the block. Sorry, with a nice spike off of Lunsford, and point for Bigfork. They're within 5 at 17-12. I thought that was Holton. Digs it out. Harris, Patrick. A double hit. 13-17. The Valkyries within 4 now. And Holton serving. Serves it deep. Harris digs it out. Patrick, Lunsford on the spike. Lunsford spike right in the net. So the Valkyries got a little momentum going. And down by 3 now. 14-7 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. McKenzie serving. Tries to go up. Need to get his side out. Dug out. Holton. So Bigfork on a little bit of a roll, couldn't keep it going. And Bailey serving for Anaconda, up 19-14. Martins from the backcourt after she got set up. Dug out by Patrick. Spiking is Lunsford. Dug out by Troyer. Holton spiked by, and dropping off the block is a spike of Zoe Albert off of Peterson's hands and out of bounds. Point for Bigfork. Side out. They needed that there. Ellison to come in for Troyer. And Zoe Albert to serve, down by 4, 15-19. And the Valkyries need to get on a roll here. Nice serve. Dug out by Harris. Patrick. And double hit. Yeah, you could hear that one. Martins. Holton. Turner on the spike. Down.